Donald Trump was humiliated this past week by former Russian president, now the leader of the Russian Security Council, Dmitry Medvedev. And what Medvedev did was basically call out Donald Trump's latest threat that if Russia doesn't have a ceasefire with Ukraine within 10 days, then Trump's going to slap maybe 100% tariff on all goods coming from Russia to the United States, which doesn't hurt Russia. It actually hurts those of us in the United States that are buying goods from Russia. But nevertheless, Medvedev decided, I'm going to poke the bear. I'm going to make fun of this guy in a way that I know is going to get under his skin, and by God, he did it. Here is what Medvedev said. He said, Trump's playing the ultimatum game with Russia, 50 days or 10. He should remember two things. One, Russia isn't Israel or even Iran. Two, each new ultimatum is a threat and a step towards war, not between Russia and Ukraine, but with his own country. Don't go down the Sleepy Joe road. So not only did he borrow Donald Trump's favorite insult for Joe Biden, but he threw it back at Donald Trump. And he didn't just throw it back at Trump willy-nilly. He threw it back at Trump at a time when Trump is under fire this week for almost falling asleep during a little presentation he was doing with Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz was out there trying to show, look, we got a new healthcare tracking system. This is so cool. And Trump was next to him falling asleep. So that is kind of like a two-pronged attack on Trump. You're using his name, his nickname for Biden, and you're calling him that, basically, at a time when you're under fire for falling asleep. Oh, and by the way, 2 weeks ago at that AI summit, Donald Trump also appeared to start nodding off, just like he did last year during his criminal trial. So that's pretty poignant, right? Well, Trump, as we know, is not going to sit and take that lightly. Oh, God, no. So Donald Trump decided to get on Truth Social and fire back the best way he knows how, and that is pathetically. Here is Donald Trump's absolutely juvenile and idiotic response to this attack. Russia and the USA do almost no business together. Let's keep it that way until Medvedev, the failed former president of Russia who still thinks he's president, to watch his words. He's entering very dangerous territory. Now, again, that was weak. Even for Donald Trump, that was weak. Medvedev, of course, was not a failed president. He was a puppet president for Vladimir Putin from 2008 to 2012, when Putin was, of course, term limited before he became president for life. Medvedev did that basically for Putin, and now Medvedev has been rewarded by having this high position post in the Russian government, because that was the plan all along. Putin was still calling the shots during those years, by the way. So your failed president remark doesn't hold any water, and it's not even historically accurate. And secondly, you're the one threatening tariffs on the goods from Russia, and then you're like, we don't even do any trading with you. So you're admitting that your threat to them, if they don't stop the war in 10 days, which now they got like 3 days left, you're admitting that your own threat carries no weight. That's kind of a dumb thing to admit when you're in this war of words with one of the other superpowers on the planet. Like, you negated yourself because you're that bad at it. Now, while all of this, of course, is absolutely hilarious to see these two world leaders acting like juvenile children, it's also very terrifying because we are dealing with two nuclear superpowers. We're dealing with two countries that are at each other's throats and basically, taunting the other one, do something. It's Cold War crap again. It's absolutely ridiculous, but this is the position we are in now. Trump allowed Putin, for the first few months of this administration, to do whatever the hell he wanted. He was on his side, publicly tried to humiliate Volodymyr Zelensky in the White House. And now Putin was empowered, he was emboldened, And he has used that to just increase the onslaught on Ukraine. Trump did that. He made the situation this much worse, and now he realizes, oh crap, maybe I shouldn't have done that. And the best he can do is a war of words that he's already lost. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, we're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.